Okay guys, well I've got the next game in the roguelike mega mix here. It is a lesser known roguelike. It's still fairly new. It's being actively developed pretty quickly at a brisk pace. You can check the links down below to follow along the development at your own leisure. You can see it says it's an alpha release. It is highly unstable. Some of the videos are probably going to crash right in the middle of them. We'll just leave those characters. We'll just say that they died right there if it does crash, and then we'll just, start a new character and load up a save or something. Let's see. This is a zombie game. It is set in a zombie apocalypse. There's no missions or quests yet. There's not even really any NPCs that you can act with at this point. It's extremely bare and basic, but it's still a lot of fun. There's still a decent amount of surprising gameplay in it, especially if you like survival. You can basically just think of it right now as a survival simulator with no other goal than simply to run around and survive until you inevitably starve to death or get nommed on by zombies or come down with some type of infection or any, I think that there's more ways than that to die. I'm not going to read you the message of the day. You can read that yourself. This is also an online game if you want it to be. I'm not going to be playing the online version just yet, simply because I haven't played it yet, and I don't want the first thing I record for this game to be as my first time stepping into the online version. It's a persistent world between all of the characters that you create, and it is an infinite world that is randomly generated. There's no dungeons to go into. It's just I think the website said it's based in England, the northeast section of England or something like that. So, small villages and hamlets for you to run around and kill. And we're just going to start a new game here. And you can choose a custom character, set up all your skills yourself. You can do a preset character, which, as you can see, student, farmer, mechanic, clerk, they all come with their own preset skills and everything. You can also do a random character, which is actually my favorite. I know some of you will hate me in some of the later videos that I do for this game, because I'm going to be just doing random characters. You'll be like, no, do custom and choose these skills and power game and min-max and make a super awesome character that doesn't suffer any penalties and has no chance to die unless you just fall asleep at the wheel. Yeah, so for now I will do a custom character, but later on in the later videos know that we're going to be doing mostly random characters and just trying to overcome the disabilities and traits that are thrown at us, trying to work within the bounds that we're given there. But we'll just do a custom character here. You can see we start off with 6 skill points, or 6 points to spend. These points are spent across stats, traits, and skills. You have to decide how to spend them. We're going to, let's see, what should we remove? I don't want to lose too many skills. Intelligence determines how quickly you gain skills, how quickly you can read books, as well as installing bionics and stuff. I'm actually going to we're going to bump intelligence up to 12. Perception, we're not going to have very good perception. Going to really gimp ourselves there. Dexterity, take that. Actually, you know what? We're just going to hope that we don't get hit. How about that? No, we'll bump that up to 9, because we are going to take some disabilities that will give us some additional points. And we'll bump strength up to 10 so we can carry a little bit of extra weight. And we're going to be doing a lot of melee combat unless we find a gun. So we want to be able to at least defend ourselves there. Maybe, you know what, I'm going to bump strength up to 11. Traits, now this is where the fun happens, because you have all these good traits on the left, which you can see there, and all of these disabilities on the right. Disabilities give you more points, but they can really mess up your game. They can really change how you have to play the game. You can be like an asthmatic here, and you'll have to have an inhaler, otherwise you'll suffer severe penalties. You can find inhalers laying around. Bad back, carry penalty. Illiterate, we never learned to read. Books are totally off limits to you. That would be a huge disability, I think. I could be completely wrong. I heard somebody say that being illiterate was actually an extremely good perk to take because you get the 5 points and stuff, and don't actually have any real downsides except not being able to read books. But we're not going to take that yet. Poor hearing, insomniac, vegetarian, course, you have to find food and eat, and once you get a gun, you can hunt your own food. Being a vegetarian, it would be a little bit harder for you to keep your morale up if you were forced to eat meat. Morale is what determines how your character is feeling for the day. If you have low morale, you will have stat penalties, you will move slower, you'll become zombie bait, and you won't get an experience boost. You get experience from having high morale. Glassjaw, forgetful, and everything like that. Let's see. We're going to have addictive personality. If we start taking too many chems, it's going to be easier for us to become addicted to them and harder to rid ourselves of those addictions. We can only choose 3 of these disabilities, by the way. We're also going to choose schizophrenic. That's 5 points. We periodically suffer from delusions, ranging from minor effects to full visual hallucinations. Some of these effects may be controlled through the use of Thorazine, which, if we're lucky, we'll be able to find it laying around in a pharmacy or something. There's also savant. We tend to specialize in one skill and be poor at all others. We advance at half speed in all skills except for our best one. Note that combining this with faster learner will come out to be a slower rate of learning for all skills. So some of these disabilities on the right seem like they might offset some of these bonuses on the left. Like you might be able to take one of these bonuses and actually come out on top. Not going to happen. It's better if you just don't try to weasel your way through the disabilities and traits there. Wool allergy. I don't know how bad that would be. We want a lot of points here, though, so we could be a hoarder. We would suffer morale penalties for carrying less than the maximum volume. We'd need Xanax to help control that anxiety. Jittery. During moments of great stress or under the effects of stimulants, you may find your hands shaking uncontrollably. Jittery, that would simulate me playing Space Station 13 as a traitor. Get a little bit jittery then. How about... You know what, I think I'm actually going to be savant. I'm not going to survive long enough to really worry about skills. But we will put a few points in them. I want to put points into bashing weapons. It's going to be for our melee. Points into firearms. This will increase our accuracy with any gun. You can specialize further into handguns, shotguns, submachine guns, and all that. We're not going to do that, though. First aid. I really want at least a few points into first aid. Because if, you know, once we get injured and we start finding first aid kits, you know, I'm also going to put some points into melee. But first aid kits are extremely rare, and they are the best way to heal you, I think, that I've found. You'll want to heal yourself, because if you run out of hit points on... I don't know if it's any limb, any body part that if you run out of hit points on, you'll die, but if on your torso and head specifically, you will drop dead. We have 9 points left over here. I'm actually going to put a few more points into our stats here. I'm going to bump strength up. I'll put a few points into perception, bring that up. We've got 7 points left over here. So what traits will we take that are actually going to be good for us? Parkour. Quick. You're just generally quick. We get a 10% bonus to action points. That costs 3. That is an extremely good trait. I'm going to take it. That way we can outrun zombies a little bit easier. Parkour expert. That would make it so that we could jump over railings and counters and not get cornered as easily. We'd be able to jump over a fence while the zombies have to spend a little bit of time climbing over it. I might actually take that at some point. Deft. Well, you're not any better at melee combat. You are better at recovering from a miss. Drunken Master. I'm not going to be fighting drunk very often, hopefully. High adrenaline. If you're in a very dangerous situation, you may experience a temporary rush, which increases your speed and strength significantly. So if we got surrounded and started getting pummeled by zombies, we might be able to run away a little bit easier because our speed would be boosted. Fight or flight right there. Light step, heartless. Masochist. Although you still suffer the negative effects of pain, it also brings a unique pleasure to you. So your morale might be actually boosted a little bit if a zombie noms on your neck. But get that. It's only 2 points, and we will be suffering pain quite often. Climbing through windows, we'll find ourselves getting cut and stuff like that. Zombies are occasionally going to bite us. Optimist. Nothing gets us down. Our morale will generally be higher than average. That's pretty good too. Again, morale plays a huge part of the game, and night vision for 1 point. We possess natural night vision and can see 2 squares instead of 1. I'll take that. We've got 1 point left to spend. Fast reader. You're a quick reader and can get through books a lot faster. What else do we have for 1 point? Super taster. You can tell if food is even a little bit spoiled. Animal empathy. Animal empathy is pretty broke right now. I'm not going to take it. If you don't have animal empathy, animals will run away from you. They won't try to attack you. But if you have animal empathy, they will run right up to you and just stand there. So if you're hungry and you have animal empathy, you can just run through the forest, gather a huge pack of animals around you, strike them down, butcher them, and have enough meat to last for days. Poison resistant. Pain resistant. Light eater. How about... You know what? I'm going to choose parkour expert here. Or not. We can only take 3 advantages. So, for the last bit... For the last point we've got... How about... You know, I'm going to put that in strength as well. Bump our hit points up, our carry weight, and our melee damage. And... here we are on the last page. We have to choose our name. You know what? This character is going to be Hamilton Butters too. And then we just press the same key that we use to move through these menus. By the way, to move through these menus, you use Shift, comma, and Shift period. And it'll cycle you through the menus. These symbols right here are what you want to press on your keyboard to cycle through most of these menus here. And we'll be a male. And there we go. And I am sure we're finished. So, here we are. Let me take a minute to explain the screens. This little box here is the area map that you've got. You can press M to go to the world map here, and you can see that this is a town that we're in. These are all the roads. Here's the forest. These symbols are all houses, and the different colored ones are shops and various businesses that have goodies that we want, that we will be getting to. All these items on the ground are things that we're going to be taking and wearing soon. You don't always start with this many items around you. You always start in a random location. And if you've played a bunch of characters, it's possible that you'll start somewhere where you've already looted all the items, and you'll have to go scavenge around for a while. Now, before we go any further and actually play the game, now let's see. Shift 2 brings up your character your character sheet. You can see all of your stats here, all of your traits and everything, all of the effects that you'll be under. It'll tell you, I think, if you're addicted, if you're wounded, stuff like that. You can see our current speed is 110%. Pretty fast. This is our skills. These percentages will start to raise the more we use these skills, and pretty good screen to continually look at. Let's see, Shift 4 will ask you if you want to sleep, which we don't because it's 8 o'clock in the morning and we want to use as much daylight as possible. Shift 5 will bring up your morale screen, and that'll tell you all of the morale penalties that you're suffering from. Like if you get wet, you'll suffer a morale penalty. Your character doesn't like being wet, so if you run around in the rain, you can expect your character to be a little bit unhappy if they are forced to do it. Same way as if you get cut and bit and nommed on by zombies, or if you're having addictions and withdrawals or any other, thing that's going to affect your morale. There's a lot of them. Morale is important in this game. Shift 6 will give you your wait menu, ask you how long you want to wait, and Shift question mark will bring up will bring up the help menu here. You can press 1 when you're in that menu to see all of the movement keys and everything like that. I'll try to explain them as I go along. I still don't have all of the keys memorized, but I'm sure I'll learn them as we go through this. I'm actually going to save it with Shift S. Check all my video settings here. I'm still using this new recording software that I'm not that familiar with yet. So whenever we come back, we will get to looting and start doing some survival, and I'll actually explain more of these menus here, more of these screens that we run across. Okay, I think everything looked and sounded pretty good. Still gonna be worried about it as we go along. Every time I change new settings on there, I'm still not sure how they're gonna turn out whenever I encode it and everything. So let's see. Well, the first thing we want to do is, this is us right here, the little @ symbol, of course. The D is a dog that always starts with you. I think it might supposed to be your pet dog, but I don't know how to recruit it or do anything like that. You can see your stats down here. These will change in real time with your morale and with other perks and tweaks, whatever your character has going on with his persona. You'll see this run symbol here. This is a toggle. If you have run turned on, you will not be able to move if you see an enemy. That way, whenever you want to take off running across the countryside or running across the city, you don't have to worry about blinking for a second and then being killed because you were trying to run, but the zombie was just pummeling away on you. It will stop and force you to actually decide what to do. You've probably seen in several other roguelikes where I've had that happen. I'll be sitting there just pressing the movement key or pressing the wait key, and an enemy will run up on me and just slaughter me in like 2 or 3 turns without me being able to react. So pretty fancy. This is right here, says clear 65, that is the weather. It'll tell you when it's raining, it'll tell you when it's stormy, it'll tell you when it's sunny. The only real thing you need to look out for that I've seen is acid rain. If it starts to acid rain, seek cover. If you're inside and there's acid rain, don't go out. Spring, day 1, I've never made it past day 3 or 4, so I don't even know if that'll ever change past spring. I'm sure that there's some people out there who probably know how the date system works better, if it'll even change into fall, winter, and summer, but you'll have to ask them. I don't know if I'll ever make it that far, especially recording. So let's see, I believe that is it for the screen. There's also, you'll notice once we start moving around that there's not a very big view area for the playing field. That's just how it is. You'll have to get used to it or not. It's just going to be this little rectangle here on the left side of the screen. This whole big empty area in the top right, that's where item descriptions go and other stuff like that. You'll see as we play, of course. And of course, you just use the number keys to move around. So let's see, in this pile of items we see boots, MP3 player, and US Weekly. I want to take the MP3 player. I can't grab a whole lot very yet because I don't have a lot of storage space. You can see my weight here. I'm currently holding 11 pounds out of a total of 213. And volume. Volume is how much cargo space I have on my character. Right now I only have the pockets in my jeans and what's in my hands. So my volume is 1 out of 4. If I pick up the MP3 player, it takes it to 1 out of 4 there. Flip-flops and a fire extinguisher in that pile. Sneakers, fire extinguisher, and cigarettes. You're going to run across all types of stuff littered all over the ground. Let's see, leather gloves. We'll pick that up, and Shift W brings up your wear menu. And you can see everything in here. We just press E, which is what's designated to the leather gloves. That'll all change depending on how many items you have. And we'll put the leather gloves on. Of course, that provides a little bit of protection for us, and the more protection we have, the less damage we'll take. Gloves also help whenever you're climbing through windows. You won't cut your hands and stuff like that. In this pile, there's there's root beer, cola, and light gloves. The main thing we're looking for at this point in time is something that will increase our inventory space. Something like a fanny pack, a backpack, cigarettes, and marijuana. Marijuana is a good painkiller, good way to boost your morale, especially if you're just chilling somewhere. You might as well do it. Be a good way to get experience. Apple, aluminum can of cola there, rag, scissors. All of this stuff has uses. There's a whole lot of stuff you can craft. Oh yeah, one more menu, Shift 7, brings up your crafting menu. I don't exactly know how to get recipes, but you can see here weapons. You need all of these things to make it. Hatchet, steak knife, butcher knife, combat knife, machete. This is all ores. Components, you need 1 heavy stick, or a broom, or a mop, or a 2x4, and then you'll make a wooden spear. You can do nail board, which requires these items plus nails. Molotov cocktail, we need rag, and then some alcohol that's fairly strong. And then we'd have to light it with a lighter. A sawn-off shotgun. So there's all types of neat stuff you can craft. You can cook meals if you have the right stuff, and you have high enough skill for it. Actually, you know what? We might get more recipes as our skill level unlocks. We can make an antenna here. I don't know what good that would do yet. The radio stations in the game are not yet activated, but they will be, I'm sure. miscellaneous 2x4 and bandages, rag, and super glue. So, I haven't actually crafted anything yet, but hopefully I will at some point. Safety glasses. We picked those up and put that on. That'll stop the zombie blood from getting into our eyes. And these plus symbols here, these are doors. You use C to open a door. Wait, my bad. You use O to open a door or just walk into it. And you use C to close the door. Closing the door is not really important unless you're being chased by zombies. At which point, closing the door behind you can get you many steps ahead before the zombies are able to break through and continue the chase. So yeah, I keep doing stuff and then moving on. But this dresser right here, you press the E key to examine and then the direction you want to examine, and you'll examine dressers like this, you'll examine refrigerators, tables, and you can see what's on or inside them and take them out. We don't want to take any of this stuff out though. I don't have enough room for it. Some vitamins that would help us, an inhaler if we had asthma, there's a mop. This little demon symbol here, this ampersand I think it is, this is a toilet, and we can drink out of it. We'll use our hands, and we drink some probably not fresh water, but it's water, and we're now slaked. This right here, you will find in every house that you start in. This leads to the basement. Shift period will take you down the stairs, and you just want to do a sweep of the basement. I've never ran into any enemies down here, but you will occasionally find fairly good items. Here's a row of dressers. Caffeine pills, can of tuna fish and beans, wow. An enhanced grip. If I had a gun, we could use it on a shotgun, an SMG, and a rifle. I'm going to pick that up. Maybe we'll have use for it. And we're suddenly racked with pain. Probably because of our schizophrenia. It will manifest itself in different things, like pain and other hallucinations, that will affect your morale and will affect your stats. Ooh, a silencer too. I'm gonna take that. Tin can of beans, spam, beans, cat food. So this cellar didn't really have anything. It's got beds and food. Pretty nice safe house if we wanted to just hang out and rest. But we don't. We've got more important things to do. Cooking on a budget book. Here we go. This is the door I wanted to look for. How to succeed in business. You can raise all types of skills by reading and studying books. So, we've already examined this house. We're going to step outside into the brave world, and our house is right along the edge of a major street. You can see the gray sidewalk here. You can see the dashes in the middle of the road, and here's our map. So let's see. We'll use the arrow keys to look around the map. This V here is a pharmacy. It would have stuff like all the drugs we would need to subdue, you know, our schizophrenia and other stuff like that. If we needed an inhaler, that would be a place to go. If we needed a first aid kit, that's where we would head. There's a police station. They may or may not have weapons there. That's one of the first things I want to look for. There's a gas station. They have food, stuff like that. You can pump gas into containers. There's a gun store to the north, and a liquor store right across from it, and a pharmacy. And there's the bank. I was really hoping that we could also find, you should quit the game immediately. That's gotta be schizophrenia telling us to do that. I don't want to quit. But, damn it, I was hoping we could find a clothing store. Never mind, it says. Quit fucking with me, game. We kick open the window with S. If you press the S key, it allows you to smash. It will make a decent amount of noise, but it's quicker than kicking down a door. If you try to get into some buildings, you'll find that all of the doors are locked. Sometimes the quickest way in is just to kick the window in and move in. So we move past the window frame and cut ourselves on it. So we don't have, you know, a full suit of good clothing to protect us. There's some cocaine on the floor. We pick it up and put it in our pocket. Why not? And I'm gonna loot all of these houses as we move along. Butter knife, butter knife. Because I want, like I said, I want a fanny pack, I want a backpack. I'll even take a purse. Some NyQuil, Adderall, bandages, NyQuil. Codeine. Extremely good painkiller. if you find yourself being nommed on by zombies too much and your character's in extreme pain, sometimes you won't be able to act. Also, since it's sunny outside, and we don't have a baseball cap on or sunglasses, the sunlight's glare makes it kind of hard to see. We get a perception bonus, or penalty, I mean. And also right here above our weapon, it'll tell us what type of building we're next to. So this one says it's a bank, this one says it's a house. We'll check the bank. Damn it, and to the north we spot a zombie. One thing I can guarantee you, if you spot a zombie, they will spot you. You'll notice, since the run mode is on, it tells you, run mode is on. Press shift 1 to turn it off. If you try to move with it on, you won't be able to. So you have to press shift F1 and turn that run mode off. And we're going to run to the south, away from the zombie, but you can see it's chasing us, because it keeps coming back into our view. We may not be able to make it to that gun store. There's a pharmacy. He's probably also able to chase us based on our scent. There's a zombie to the northeast there. I'll try to run back down this way. I don't want to get into a fight with them just yet. I don't even have a melee weapon. Damn, zombies to the northwest and to the southwest. We take off running. I'm not going to get into a fight with them just yet. Another zombie to our south. Okay. Time to kick in the window. We roll into the house. The zombie comes trying to chase after us. That way's a dead end. Damn it. We'll close that door behind us and slow them down just a little bit. And then back out that window. So, the north... to the northwest, there's a bunch of zombies. We're not going to be able to make it that way. There's a zombie to the east there. Man, it's chasing us too. It's to the southeast now. Straight to the south. This is just a regular house. We're not going to go into it. Primarily because I'm being chased by zombies. Right there. That one's close. There's another one to the north. This is a liquor store to our north right here. You can see all the racks. They've got booze and, you know, chips and beef jerky on them. Probably also a gun behind the counter. Let's see. I think it is, what, X to examine. There's batteries there, and we can see a lighter, cigarettes. This is the counter. There's not a gun back there, dang it. I was hoping there would be. Like I said, you'll also notice that there's probably not going to be any, there's not going to be any NPCs in the game. They were taken out for debugging, but they will be added back in. And at some point, they'll be probably running around grabbing supplies too, doing their best to survive. Hunting you down, killing you. Here's a library. Where are we at? Pharmacy to the north, another liquor store, a sporting goods store. Sporting goods and a gas station. It's gonna keep heading north here. This O is a parking lot and a grocery store. That'd be pretty nice to check out. There's a lot of police stations around here. You know what? We're gonna just run down this street, actually. Maybe. Kick in a few of these house windows and see what we can find. Maybe a backpack, a fire extinguisher. I'll drop the cocaine for the fire extinguisher. That way if we need to bludgeon anything. There's a bandana. Steak knife, rag, butter knife. A whole bunch of cooking supplies. And here's a refrigerator. Food will go bad over time. Let's see, bottled water in there. Water doesn't go bad for a long time, neither does soda in their cans, but stuff like milk and other perishables will evaporate pretty quickly. There is a first aid kit. I don't have any way to hold it though, dang it. A zombie to our south. It sees us through the bathroom window and chases after us. We slam the door behind us. And from the south we hear glass breaking, it says. So the zombie tries to crawl its way inside the house. What should we do? Maybe we can get inside this liquor store and be left alone. The front door pops open. Apparently the owner didn't bother to even close it off. Ooh, and as soon as right before we rolled inside, it started acid raining. It stings, but it's harmless for now. I'm sure later on it picks up in strength. Whole bunch of liquor, of course, because we're in a liquor store. Durr. Plenty of food and stuff if we needed to board up and take cover for a while. V8, energy drinks, You know what? Let's pick up the energy drink and drink it. Shift E allows you to consume items, and we'll just press K to consume it. We drink the energy drink, and we're going to drop the can. I don't need to carry it with me. And we slip out the back door. There's a zombie to the north. A zombie to the northeast, so it's going to chase us too. Damn it, acid rain. We roll inside the pharmacy here. And there's some caffeine pills. We'll see what we can scavenge in here. Some orange juice. That might be good for us. Pretzels and potato chips, more food. And the zombie has shown up to the southeast there. You can see him coming in that same window that I kicked down. A bag of beef jerky, chocolate bars, sandwiches. We slide behind the counter and open the safe door here to the secure room, but there's nothing back there. Hello, zombie. He's bashing himself against the displays up there. We're just going to slip out the front door into the acid rain and move, because I don't want to fight a zombie. I'd rather take my chances in the acid rain for now. By the way, rain at this point also does not... Damn it. Rain does not wash away your scent, so things that are hunting you down by scent will not give up the chase. Let's see, hardware store, house, and another hardware store. What is this? A clothing store to the northwest. That blue V, that's where we want to go. I may actually fight some zombies for this building, because I want a backpack. Looks like the front windows have already been kicked in a little bit. There's a giant wasp corpse here. I think I've been here on previous characters. I don't remember if there's any backpacks. A raincoat. We pick up the raincoat, and we're going to wear that. There we go. Whenever you drop one of your items to pick up one as well, it'll put the item back in the same thing that we took the raincoat out of. So we'll have to open up that whatever it is, the display rack there, and take our fire extinguisher back. Jean jackets, raincoats, light jackets. No, I don't need any of that stuff. And by the way, I haven't mentioned it, but you can tell if there's an item on one of these display racks if you haven't picked it up already. The clue is that if it's highlighted, it's got items on it. If it's not highlighted, then it's empty. T-shirt, dress shirt, no. I would also take cargo pants, and maybe even a trench coat, so they can all hold additional items. If I checked here, boots and heels. I have no idea why anyone would want to wear heels in a zombie invasion. Maybe they make a good weapon if you need to have a piercing attack. Skirt, a light jacket, a t-shirt, sweatshirt, pants. Okay, this store has already been raided. I'm pretty sure I was here on one of my previous characters. A giant wasp corpse. Those wasps are no joke. In fact, it might be what kills us. If they sting you, we'll go blind, we'll be poisoned. It'll be a general pain overall. Oh, another neat thing, if one of your characters dies, you can find their corpse too, and loot all of the items that they had. There's a zombie to the west. We crunch glass as we climb inside. And a zombie to our north. We close the door on him. He starts bashing down, and as soon as we try to sneak out the back, there's a zombie waiting for us. We're just going to take off running. If we get into a melee fight with the zombies, they'll wear us down. Because as they beat on us, we'll get in more and more pain, and we'll be unable to run away if we need to. Fighting's really one of the last things that you want to do. There's zombies to the north. And what do we have here? There's a bunch of items. Looks like a medical team that was killed. We'll take the ID card. Apparently the raincoat I put on as well gave me a little bit more carrying space. We now have 11 volume that we can carry, so let's pick up some of this stuff. I'll take a dust mask. Well, no, not a dust mask. Dust mask. I want a filter mask. There's also a Geiger counter and zombie pheromone. I don't know what that does. Let's take it. Maybe we can use it and not be attacked by zombies. Many items here as well. A teleporter with 20 charges. We'll pick that up. That's extremely useful. Just kind of dance around here. Try not to get bit. Teleporter will teleport you probably about 50 meters from your current location in any random direction. A filter mask, there we go. We pick that up and put that on. Dusk mask is fine, but filter mask is much better. And there's a human corpse with an ID card there, so nothing else for us. If we didn't have quickness, if we didn't have that 10% speed boost, I'd already have to be fighting all of these zombies here. What do we have on the map? I'm almost into unmarked territory. My character doesn't know the area outside of this square very well. This is where he mainly lives and operates, and we're leaving his comfort zone. So, before we go, there is a sporting goods store to our east here. Oh man, a whole bunch of zombies in there. From the southwest we hear wham wham. And there are different types of zombies. These are just regular zombies, thankfully, that we've ran in so far. If it was a fast zombie or a boomer or anything like that, it would be a little bit more fun. Just more regular houses. We might be getting out of the business district and into the suburbs here. What do we got? We'll kick open this window. I'm just going to quickly move through here. Food, cigarettes, fingerless gloves, and a lighter. I'm going to pick up a lighter. It'll be pretty useful. Well, no, I'm going to drop the bandana, actually. Did I pick it up yet? I want rags. Start making some Molotov cocktails. More bandanas. Actually, I think I can probably cut bandanas into rags. Wouldn't be surprised. A flashlight. Well, that'll put us right up to our max limit on volume, so I'm not going to take it. There's a rag. That takes 2 volume as well, dang. A glass bottle of whiskey. We pick it up. Well, let's see, we can craft a Molotov cocktail here. Let's do it! And we've made it. Do I have a lighter? Yeah, I do. Throw item. I don't know how to actually light the Molotov cocktail yet, but we will. I'll figure it out when the time comes. I don't want to light it just yet, because I'd have to throw it. Bandages, bottle, some scissors. I don't think the zombies have chased us, because we haven't heard them bash anything. So what do we have in this dresser? Leather pants, a light jacket. I've got jeans on and a ripped t-shirt. My t-shirt's been ripped from climbing through the windows. If I knew how to sew, I could fix it. But it's just a regular t-shirt, not really worth wasting time on. We'll pick up the leather pants here and wear them over our jeans. A little bit extra protection. Let's pick up that fire extinguisher again. Let's see, a fanny pack, yes. We'll put a fanny pack on, why not? That bumps our volume up to 19, so 8 additional carrying capacity. Maybe I should also pick up cigarettes here, there we go. If I don't get a backpack soon, I'm going to be quite disappointed. I'm going to have to start smoking because of it. We kick down the window, roll out the bathroom, and what do we got here? Yeah, the front door is locked, so if it's locked, in the window we go. Another raincoat, cigarettes, sneakers. What do we got? Scissors. Most of this game, by the way, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it already, is going to be item hunting. There's no missions or anything like that. Bottle of bleach, butter knife, no. Rubber gloves. I'm not sure if the various gloves actually offer any different protections or anything like that. Maybe you need rubber gloves to work with certain chemicals or things like that. But here's a trench coat. Has 24 storage. We pick that up and let's wear it. So now we're up to 43 volume. Our torso is heavily encumbered, it says. Movement in melee is hampered, but I don't know how much. It doesn't seem to be hampered that bad. Sneakers, no. Cigarettes. Raincoat. I guess we'll get out of here. Still have no sign of any other businesses. Let's run over to these next few houses, check them out, and we're going to just continue to head north. A general north direction. Until we run into someplace worth staying at for a while. Pea coat, sweater dress. It's worth checking out all of the dressers as well.
Ooh, a radio. I don't know why I'm picking up a radio. The radio stations don't work. A messenger bag. But it's worth checking out all the dressers because you can find fanny packs and backpacks in them. We're going to wear the messenger bag. We're up to 73 volume now. Not bad. Not bad at all. Another dresser. What do we got? An apple and a plastic bottle of water. I'm going to take both of that. Now that we've got a little bit of room that we can mess around with, we can start holding some food on our person. Food is of course important to have, but it's also plentiful enough that you don't need to worry about becoming over encumbered with it, because you can always go find more. Generally. Sneakers, light gloves, fur hat. Do I have a hat on yet? No. Let's pick up the fur hat and we're gonna wear that. Maybe that'll help block out some of the sunlight that continues to blind me. A screwdriver. I'll pick that up. You need tools to do certain jobs, I guess, too. Unless you get cybernetic enhancements that build tools in. Prozac and vitamins. I don't know what Prozac is good for, but I know what vitamins do. I don't know what most of these pills are going to be doing, by the way, so I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? Hey, hang on. Can I find out? Let me see. Prozac. L. No. L? No? Is it Shift I? Strong antidepressant. Okay, so use Prozac if our morale is very low. Our morale right now is still 0. Our character doesn't care too much. He's not in any pain. He is hungry, so let's eat that apple. Shift E, and then it'll pull up our menu here, and then we spit out the core, throw it on the ground, and go on our way. I refuse to quit the game. You can't make me. We pick some fresh strawberries. And what do we have in here? A soldering iron. Probably useful for electronics and stuff like that. You can use computers to access the internet and stuff like that. And a backpack. That is what I was looking for. So we put the backpack on, and we're up to 153 volume. Amazing. Now we can start picking up all types of stuff that we need. A flashlight, yes, that'll be very useful at night. A steak knife for butchering things. Another fire extinguisher. An aluminum can, a V8, and some vodka. I'll pick all that up. Fingerless gloves, sneakers. Now that I've got enough inventory space, I should actually start looking for a gun shop. A drama novel. We'll pick that up. Some books that you read will make your character happy, and some first aid. You know what? I'm actually going to save it here, because this character's doing pretty good. I don't want to risk it crashing and losing everything on this character, so I'll save it, and whenever we come back, we'll just pick up right where we left off, running around searching for items. I think we're going to follow one of these roads, probably this one, and actually go northeast into unexplored territory. Okay, let's pick up where we left off then. I think I was actually in the process of searching for, what was it, a gun shop? Oh wait, no, we were going to head northeast, that's right, try to follow the roads and towns out along the edge there. I don't want to go too deep into the city just yet, until I get some type of weapon. So we have a wolf charging at us from the west there. Hang on a second. Okay, my keys were kind of acting weird. Need to turn numlock on. But there's a wolf, one of our first enemies that we're going to have to fight, because he'll chase us down, and I don't think I can outrun him. A vicious and fast pack hunter. And he is running after us. And he's closing the gap quickly. We're just going to run back just a little bit, and there we are. He's side by side with us. This right here is our character. You can see our head, it's got 99 hit points. Our torso has 91 hit points, and so on and so forth. POW is the power. You get power from installing cybernetic implants. Hopefully we come across some of those, and I can show you what they do. They're a little bit of fun. But for the most part, you don't ever have to worry about that. So you just, walk into the enemy to attack. We swing, and he hits us, wow, what, 5 times there? We swing again, and our raincoat is completely destroyed, and we're in moderate pain. I might actually lose this fight. Hang on a second. Let's see. My skills are melee and bashing. So this fire extinguisher should be good. First aid,
I do have a first aid kit, and I can apply that in the middle of a fight if I need to. I could use my teleporter to try and teleport away if things get too bad, but I don't want to waste it just yet. We hit the wolf for 18 damage. How damaged is he? It is heavily injured. We hit him once again for 15 damage, and he dies. Okay. And to butcher a corpse, you stand over it and press Shift B, and then Shift Y for yes. It does matter, caps lock, whatever, Shift, lowercase, it does matter in the context of the menus. If it shows a capital letter, you have to use a capital letter. If it shows lowercase, you have to use lowercase. It's quite specific. Hang on a second. Okay, but yeah, we'll butcher the wolf's corpse here, Shift Y, we'll butcher it. We're clumsy, and we're trying to butcher the animal. We completely destroy the meat. You'll have to have a specific skill. I don't know exactly which one. Is there a butchering skill? There might be. Maybe a survival skill or something like that. To successfully butcher meat from animals without always destroying it. I've never successfully butchered any meat. It's not a good way, at least for me, to get food. It's much better to raid houses, to raid settlements, to try to make it to a grocery store. But you can see our speed is negative 16 because we're in pain. We're in heavy pain, actually. And our morale is currently negative 17. Negative 26 is from a bad feeling I've got. Our speed is down to 92. I actually don't want to do very much of anything just yet. I want to kind of retrace my footsteps. We're going to go back to this house here. And we're just going to rest until my character is no longer in a significant amount of pain. I don't want my speed to be penalized like that. So we'll wait for 1 hour right here. Now we're hungry. I may not be able to wait here very long anyways. We'll eat the strawberries and... Damn. I guess that's all we're going to be able to wait. Unless one of these was a refrigerator. It might not be. What we got? Tank top, jeans. I know one of the houses I went to had a pretty well stocked refrigerator. Sneakers, no. Well, it wasn't this one. Another fire extinguisher. One thing we could do, we could use a few of our pills here. Let's see, how about we take... Oh, damn it, I don't have codeine on this character. That would have helped. We could take a shot of whiskey. We'll do that, Shift F. We drink our whiskey, we feel lightheaded, and our morale got a huge boost. We've enjoyed a shot of whiskey. It didn't numb the pain any. Didn't take our mind off of it. But, oh well. Our speed is up to 99. You know what, how about also, you press A to use items. That's how you're going to use your MP3 player here. So, A will pull up the use item menu, and then I'm going to use my MP3 player here. The 100 is how many batteries it has, like how full the battery life is. When that reaches 0, the MP3 player will shut off, and you'll have to put new batteries in it, but we're going to do that. And then we'll get updates over here about what we're listening to. We put in the earbuds and start listening to music. It's not our MP3 player, but the description says that we find a few songs we like. And a funky bass line plays right now. It'll kind of mask the dead sound of the city out there. Some amazing vocals. Yeah, I'm just going to retrace through some of these houses here. What was that? A whole bunch of X's? I think we just got ear raped there. The MP3 player turns off. The batteries are already dead. They didn't last that long at all. Maybe that was an error message or something that popped up. We've enjoyed music, so that's a morale modifier of 44. Not too shabby. Just kick out that window and roll through it. I don't know if I went to this row of houses down here, but I'm gonna head the other way actually once we get outside. A purse. I could pick that up and have more carrying capacity, more volume, but there's also a limit to the number of items that you can carry. It's not just your weight and your volume that matters. The maximum items that you can carry are 53. So you don't need to stock up too much on volume. You can wear multiple backpacks, I think, and I'll take the frying pan. But you can wear multiple purses and fanny packs, but you don't need to. And inside that fridge is a single lonely apple. Take that rag, another rag, and a bottle of bleach. I'm sure the bottle of bleach has a use, I just don't know what it is. We'll pick it up anyways. Rag and aspirin, take both of those. Some vitamins, some Adderall. And we're thirsty. We're gonna drink out of the toilet. We drink the water, hopefully it's not contaminated. We got Dayquil. I've already got aspirin, I've already got bandages. I will take the Dayquil though. Some iodine tablets. I believe that's maybe good for radiation, but I could be wrong. Take the first aid as well. Not a bad little stash in their bathroom there, scattered out all over the floor. And we're suddenly racked with pain. Always. It's playing with our mind. Scarf, raincoat, Time magazine. Pick that up. It might be a little morale boost if our character needs to take a break and read for a while. The sunlight's glare makes it hard to see. You know, actually, my torso is at 57 health. Let's use a health kit, a first aid, and we'll apply that to our torso there and bump it up to 78. Hopefully that makes the pain go down a little bit more, even though it might not. And another wolf comes charging at us from the east. There's a house to our north here. What? Oh, I couldn't see, I think because of the sunlight, and there are a whole bunch of zombies all around me. They just teleported around. We're going to dive into the house and close the door. There's also a giant bee out there. The zombie disappears. Was it in your head? Don't tell me it's screwing with me. The zombie disappears. Was it in our head? Hopefully those giant bees are just in our head too. Okay, all of that stuff is disappearing. Wow, that really scared me. Butter knife. I thought for sure the sun's glare had made it so I couldn't see them even though they were that close. What do we got? Cigarettes? No. I think I've already got some of those. Soldering iron. Oh, and another dresser. Tank top and jeans. But still, no good supply of food. So hopefully, with any luck, the wolf is on the other side of that house, and he won't be able to trail us back here. And we'll just continue on scouting out these two houses here. And then we're on the edge of town. We'll have to decide where we go. If we head north, it'll be into unknown wilderness. East will be into unknown wilderness. And south would be back through the area that we already crawled out of. Could go northwest, of course. Or yeah, northwest here. I think I called it northeast earlier, but if we head this way, I think we'd be able to follow the curve of the town. This door is locked, damn it. Kick open that window, and a dust mask. How's my clothing doing? Cut filter mask, it's busted up. Cut leather pants, they're kind of busted up. A torn fur hat. Clothes don't last that long, I guess, whenever you're running around exploring. I'm not sure if attacks damage them even quicker or not. They might do additional damage. Some batteries, we'll stuff those in our fanny pack, and I'm not taking a romance novel. Or another messenger bag. I should probably drink out of that toilet while I'm here. But again, I don't really want to risk drinking out of a contaminated water source if I can help it. What do we got? Mittens. Forgot what type of gloves I have on. Leather gloves. Okay, and they're not busted up or cut at all. Not bad then. Keep those. Another rag. Pick that up. We're going to raid a liquor store soon and make a whole stack of Molotov cocktails. This item right here is bubble wrap. That is a trap that you can lay down that will wake you up if an enemy is trying to sneak up on you while you sleep. Oh, but we've got too many items. What do we need to do here? We need to drop some stuff, obviously. Or let's see if we can make anything. I can make another Molotov cocktail. We'll use the whiskey. Awesome. So we get a Molotov cocktail there. Let's make another one. We'll make another Molotov cocktail. Can't make any food, electronics, armor, or miscellaneous. So now we just need to drop a few things. The MP3 player, Okay, to reload flashlights and MP3 players, first you need to actually wield them in your hand, I think. So you press W to pull up wield. Then we need to find our MP3 player. It's under tools, so we'll bring that up, and then you just press R to reload. And then I'm gonna wield my my fire extinguisher again, because it's a good bludgeoning weapon. We're also getting hungry, so let's eat something, if I have anything. I have 1 apple there, and, man. I take back what I said earlier about food not being scarce. Here's a refrigerator. Apple, I'll take that. I don't need anything to drink, though, I don't think. I've got 1 bottle of water, a can of V8. So, yeah, I do. I got plenty of pills and stuff, though. Can of cola, milk, and water. I don't want the frozen dinner. Take all of that stuff there. What do we got here? 3 feet of string. Can probably be used to set up traps and stuff like that. If I had the ability to craft the traps. I'm not sure that I do yet. US Weekly, sneakers, and a Playboy. And a trench coat. No, we'll take the Playboy. That'll probably be a good morale boost at some point. We still have plus 22 morale. 12 is from music. You can see our experience is 1,368. Is there a way I can use this? Press tab to cycle or Q to return. I believe there's a way to actually use that experience. Maybe manually. It might automatically be applied whenever you do attacks and stuff. So I can't pick up the caffeine pills or bandages. Yeah, like I say, what I'm trying to say is there's a way to use this experience. I just don't know if you have to use it manually or if it's used automatically. I'll try to figure that out someday. I might not get to it on this video. So we roll out of the window, and since I don't have a hat, it's still hard to see. Because it's sunny and 61 degrees outside. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun doesn't go down until about 8 or 9, I think. So we still have plenty of daylight left. And I just want to drop something, make some more room. You know what? I've got 4 rags. Well, 3 string. Got a decent amount of Molotov cocktails. Do I have any... I need to check this right here. Do I have any duplicates? Vitamins, there's 1. Yeah, I've got duplicate vitamin stacks. I only need 1 stack, because I'm not going to use all of them. Cigarettes, I might drop those. No, I'll use this last first aid here. We'll repair and heal the rest of my torso. Bring it up to 87, there we go. Apparently we cut our chest a little bit whenever we were climbing through some of those windows. These little things on the ground, those are rocks that you can pick up, I believe, that you can throw if you want to. I'm trying to decide where to go here. You know, I'm going to put run mode on, and we're just going to run all the way to the northeast, outside of town. Instead of trying to run up through town and through all the zombies. Maybe we can find another little village or something if we run far enough out here. Moving past the underbrush is slow. Yeah, these are all trees that we're running through right now. These 1s are young tree trunks. These number signs, pounds, are bushes and stuff like that. And the 7s are full-grown trees. I don't know if you can chop them down or anything like that, or if I don't think you can burn them down yet. There's an underbrush over there that has something on it. It has a rock on it. We're not going to loot that. So here we are on our map, just checking it real quick. There's forest all around us. If we see a break in the forest, we're going to start running right for it, depending on if we see it or not. Come on. There are dangerous things in the forest that you want to be careful for while you're running through it. Heaven help us if we run across an ant's nest. There's squirrels. I've never actually seen zombies out here, though. I don't know if there's forest zombies. Elf forest zombies or anything like that. Oh, we're in the deep forest. It is almost 4 o'clock. We're starting to get hungry, and I haven't seen any food on the ground at all. I've been trying to keep my eyes peeled for wild strawberries or the occasional blueberry bush. But nothing. What's my map say? Still nothing but forest. This is the largest forest I've been in so far. And not already been killed from stumbling into it. More squirrels. If I could make a crossbow or something like that, I would hunt them. What's this? A mushroom. Let's eat that. So we pluck the mushroom. We have no idea if it's good or not. And we chow down on it. Absolutely delicious. Let's keep our eyes peeled for that. It kind of blended in. I was looking for blue or red. Was that something up here? Maybe not. There's another squirrel to the north. Hey, there's a clearing to the south. Maybe we should start heading east then. Perhaps we'll get out of this mess soon. Break out into some open fields. We got a rock, and those little dashes that you see occasionally, those are, I think those are large boards. A heavy stick. We'll pick that up. Let's see if I can craft anything with it. I could make a wood spear. It would take 8 turns to complete it. And it would take my steak knife. You know what, I'm going to make it. Why not? Maybe I should wield that too. It's got to be better than a fire extinguisher. But it wouldn't be bashing, would it? Let's check our inventory real quick. Wood spear. A simple wood pole with one end sharpened. It has a bash value of 10. That's really all I'm worried about. Bash value of 10. The fire extinguisher has a bash value of 26. Okay. We're not going to use the spear. But that's how you make it. Pretty straightforward and simple. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be that good of a weapon compared to some of the other stuff you should already have before you can make it. Generally speaking, for me anyways. What do we got up there? Thought I saw something moving besides the squirrel. What a nice little clearing here. If we had supplies, we could try to set up a camp there. Oh, here we go. Now we're out in a field. Fields mean civilization normally. This little red patch here, some more strawberries. We'll pluck them. Grab that one. And there's a D. That is a deer. It's just a doe. Apparently there's no bucks around here yet. It's not the right season. We'll eat the apple and... what's the other stuff? I'm gonna eat all of it. We're gonna gorge ourselves on this stuff. Is that it? Yes. There we go. Pick up those ones. I was gonna say, I thought I picked 2 strawberries there, but apparently I missed one. Oh, damn it. More forest. We're not gonna run into it if we can help it. Nope. Keep cutting south. Just follow its edge. What is this? Ooh, there's a whole bunch of stuff around here. There's a rock and a rock stacked on top of each other. It looks like we're on top of a body. It's got another ID card, a plastic water bottle, some bleach and ammonia, a filter mask, and our first cybernetic upgrade. The CBM Utilities module right there. We're going to pick that up, and we're going to try to apply it to ourselves. CBM modules will give you all types of different powers, and basically think of them like mutations and stuff. But you press A to use it. That's how you apply and use your tools. And we're going to choose it from the menu there. You'll see our chance of success in installing the module. It's pretty high. 68% is good enough. It tells you difficulty, our installation skill, and everything there. And these are the different utilities that we can choose from. We can have an integrated tool set in our hands. It'll give us a screwdriver, a hammer, wrench, and more. We'll no longer need to carry any tools when crafting. We could have internal storage. We can carry an extra 8 units of volume. I think that's like the size of cargo pants or something like that. Not very much space. A cranial flashlight. Mounted between your eyes is a small but powerful LED flashlight. It would probably be a lot better than a flashlight, in that you wouldn't have to constantly reload it with batteries. But you do have to have a power source to use all this stuff, which we don't have yet, but hopefully we will get. A mini flamethrower. The index fingers on both hands have powerful fire starters which extend from the tips, or the electromagnetic unit. It'll allow us to pull units of iron over short distances. I'm actually just going to take the overpowered, well, I won't say overpowered, but the powerful mini flamethrowers here. And we successfully install it. You can fail, and bad things will happen. Some royal jelly on the ground, I'll take that. And a fusion pack. Pick that up too. Here's another body. And he's got 2 utilities on him. Medical and a power source. Power source is what you have to use any of this stuff. So I tried to pick that up. Did I get any of them? No. Okay, let's move over here and drop some stuff. My glass bottle of milk is rotten. No longer good. We'll drop that. Wooden spear. I'm going to drop that. I'm not ever going to use it. Plastic bottle of bleach. You're out of here. I don't know what it takes to... what I would even use it for. Maybe I could clear my scent if I sprayed it on the ground or something behind me. Flashlight, Molotov cocktails. I'm going to drop the drama novel too. And the Time magazine. Why not? I don't need it. Let's also drop some of these rags. There's real valuable stuff around here, and we can find rags anywhere. There we go. Drop all that stuff. Now pick up both of those units. We're going to install the power source here, and you can see that our chance of success is a little bit lower. 50%. We have a pretty good chance of screwing this all up. And we can choose a battery system. We have a battery draining attachment, and thus can make use of the energies contained in normal everyday batteries. So we would have to find batteries like the ones we put in our MP3 player and install them into ourselves. Not bad, not a bad upgrade. Then metabolic interchange. Our digestive system and power supply are interconnected. Any drain on energy will increase our hunger. We'll have to eat a whole lot more food, which could be a problem. Solar panels. We have a few solar panels installed, and while in direct sunlight, our power level will slowly recharge. It does recharge pretty slow, and of course I don't think it works if there's rain or acid rain outside, or if you're in a house, things like that. You would have to step outside to charge yourself, which could be dangerous. It might be bad. An internal furnace. You can burn nearly any organic material as fuel, recharging your power level. Some materials will burn better than others. I'm not exactly sure. I've never used that one. Sounds pretty nice. And an ethanol burner. Maybe we could put dead bodies and stuff like that in our furnace and burn them. Shoes, maybe shirts, clothing, other things like that. Food, most definitely, I would believe. And an ethanol burner. We burn alcohol as fuel in an extremely efficient reaction. However, we will still suffer the inebriating effects of the substance. So we could raid a liquor store for power, but we would end up completely sloshed from it. I think I'm going to choose metabolic interchange here. We'll try to install it. This way maybe I can starve to death. The installation fails without incident. And we lost the unit, unfortunately. If you fail to install it, it is destroyed and no longer usable. We're going to try to install the medical one, though. We have even a lower chance. Maybe we'll wait. Yeah, I'm just going to wait on that one. But I guess we'll see what it is. Maybe. We'll see what bionics it has here. We have sensory dulling. Our nervous system is wired. It allows us to inhibit signals of pain. That would be pretty nice. However, the use of this system may cause delayed reaction time and additional drowsiness. That would suck. Repair nanobots. Inside your body is a fleet of tiny dormant robots. Once charged from our energy banks, they will flit about our body, repairing any damage. That is really nice. A built-in automatic first aid kit. I might actually try to choose that one. We will try to install this one, even if we're going to fail or not. Blood analysis. Small sensors have been implanted in our heart, allowing us to analyze our blood. This will detect many illnesses, drugs, and other conditions. And blood filter. A filtration system in your heart allows you to actively filter out chemical impurities, primarily drugs. It will have limited impact on viruses. Note that it is not a targeted filter. All drugs in our system will be affected, so we won't be able to use things like codeine or Tylenol, aspirin, stuff like that. It'll filter it out, I believe. We're going to try nanobots, though. Oh, dang. The installation fails and our body is damaged. We're now in excruciating pain. Our speed is down to 23. That is awful. Wow. Probably just sealed my fate here. Let's see. What can I take?
Adderall's not gonna do it. Dayquil's not gonna do it. I'm gonna use my first aid. We'll bump up, heal my left arm because that's pretty badly damaged. We'll also apply it to, how about my torso? Repair that back up. Man, that was a bad move, but that's the risk you take whenever you try to get those superpowers. You know what? I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. We light a cigarette and smoke it. That's gonna help our morale. We're gonna put the MP3 player on. That's gonna help. What else are we gonna use here? Guess we'll take some aspirin. We'll pop 2 aspirin. There we go. Just continue tiptoeing through here. Another body. What do we got? ID card. Don't need any of that stuff. And I don't want that heavy stick. I'm not going to use it. There we are. We'll throw that down on the ground. Follow this trail of bodies. What do we have here? Ooh, more cybernetic upgrades. CBM utilities. 2 of them. They weigh a decent amount. They weigh 20 pounds, 18 pounds each. I'm going to pick them up, though. I don't know when we'll get around to trying to install them. There's a CBM module for hazmat. I'll pick that up, too. And we're just a little bit overweight. Wow. Our speed is... We are in a whole lot of pain. We're going to pass out soon, I think. CBM medical. Well, without a power source, I can't use it anyway, so there's no reason to try to install it. And end up screwing myself over. And the last body, it looks like. Okay, I might actually have to just collapse in the middle of the field here. What do we got? An aluminum can of V8. None of this is going to ease my pain at all. My mood, it's up there. It's actually doing pretty good. I'm overburdened, so my speed is down by 12. I'm in so much pain that my speed is down by 75, and I'm a little bit thirsty. My perception is an entire 1. We can't see more than 5 feet in front of us. Oh, well, we're gonna die soon. Medical Adderall? I think I already have Adderall, don't I? Yeah. That's for attention, for focusing. We're gonna have to try to find a place to sleep. You know what? We're gonna sleep right here in the circle of these trees, on this bush. Where's that bubble wrap? Do I still have that? We'll press A to apply it. Maybe I don't have bubble wrap on this character. We are gonna die then. Okay, yeah. Wow. I thought I had bubble wrap I could lay out, but I don't. So, we're thirsty. Let's eat something before going to bed. Plastic. We drink a bottle of water. My mind's out of it right now because we're gonna die. Let's wait for just a bit. We'll wait for 3 hours because we don't want to go to bed too early. Otherwise, we'll wake up when it's dark. We start to shake uncontrollably, and we could use a cigarette. So we light another one. Don't tell me I'm already addicted to cigarettes here. Hang on a second. Okay, once again, sorry I'm back. But, I don't know where I was, but yeah, we're being punished for being absolutely stupid and trying to install those modules. It's now 8:30 p.m. I'm gonna wait another 2 hours here. It's now nighttime. You can see that our vision is just... It sucks. If we were to go out exploring in this, we would run face first into a zombie. We're still in excruciating pain. Our speed is up to 30. But we're hungry and thirsty. And I don't have any food. I'm going to eat, well actually, royal jelly. A large chunk of wax filled with dense dark honey. Useful for curing all sorts of afflictions. So it doesn't seem like it's not actually food, dang it. It's supposed to cure something. An aluminum can of V8. We'll drink that. That's all I've got. We down our V8, but we're still hungry and thirsty. Well, this is going to be real fun whenever we wake up in the morning. I'm also going to drink that can of cola. We're no longer thirsty. And plastic water bottle. We down that. You know what? I'm going to take vitamins, too. I'm going to eat a couple vitamins. AK, there we go. Wait, did I not? Yeah, I am. Okay, we took them. We're still hungry. It's 10:30 p.m. and shift 4 will ask us if we want to sleep. I don't want to sleep, honestly, but we have to. We try to sleep but can't, probably because we're in so much pain. Let's smoke another cigarette. There we go. We smoke it. Let's take another Prozac, or take a Prozac. Is that Shift I? Shift, is it lowercase L? Shift L? Should we take some aspirin? Well, okay, I did take some Prozac. Do I have any NyQuil I can take? I'm gonna get all drugged up trying to sleep here. Dayquil? No, that'll keep me awake. Okay. I guess we'll just wait another hour here. Speed's up to 78. Oh god, what's happening, it says. We're nauseous. Of course, it's all fractal. So we're tripping because of probably drug interactions. Let's try to sleep again. Yes, we want to sleep. And we're hallucinating zombies in the middle of the night. We try to sleep but can't. Okay. How about we wait for 30 minutes? I'm not going to smoke another cigarette. I refuse. I refuse. We'll wait it off. Nicotine craving is -15. But our morale is still a +10. Try to sleep once more. It's now 1:05. We've been tossing and turning in the underbrush here. Hallucinating zombies all night long. Try to sleep again. We feel terrible for killing our mother. The giant ant disappears. Was it in our head? This is a horrible night to have schizophrenia. We'll try to sleep once more. Nothing. It's cloudy and 54 degrees. We still can't sleep. We're hungry and in excruciating pain. This is going to be an awful, awful day. Yeah, I want to take some more Prozac if I can. Yeah, I took it. Never mind. We try to sleep but can't. Yes, we can, dang it. No, we can't. 2:35. Says there's a giant ant nearby. But is it a real ant? No, of course not. It's now 4:06. We wake up and the nightmares are over with. The sunlight is beaming down over the treetops, and it wakes us up. We're very hungry, we're thirsty, we're in excruciating pain. Our speed still sucks. This is awful. I'm suffering from nicotine withdrawal, from amphetamine withdrawal. What's the effects? Intelligence -1 for nicotine. And movement rate reduction, depression, weak immune system, frequent cravings. Okay, so we need to take some Prozac, is what it sounds like. Maybe I don't have any amphetamine. It says we have a monster spotted. Oh, goodness. Where? Sun's glare makes it hard to do anything. I just trapped myself there. Where are we gonna go? I'm just gonna try to tiptoe out of here without getting ourselves caught and killed. There's a squirrel to the north. Let's turn run mode back on and just try to jet down this way. Follow this huge open field, hopefully to a pharmacy, actually. There's a wolf to the south. It is not going to leave us alone. We step back and look at the ground it is making up on us. In 2 turns, it was halfway to us. We're probably going to die here. What do I have? What do I have? Do I have any amazing items? A Molotov cocktail. Let's apply... How do I do that? We light the Molotov cocktail. Is there a way I can throw it? Throw you at the wolf. Yes. Throw it. Press F to throw it right there. Oh, and game over. I burned myself to death, I guess. I should have seen that coming. But if I didn't try that, the wolf would have tore us to ribbons with as screwed up as we were. So there's the death of that character. I will probably do at least one more character after this. But I'm not going to do a really in-depth, complete playlist of this game just yet. Primarily because it is still an alpha, and I think the developers have a whole lot more stuff planned. I'm going to wait for those updates for missions to be added, quests to be added, for NPCs to be added back into the game, companions, bartering, and trading, and stuff like that. And then I'll probably do a whole lot more videos. But there will at least be one more character after this, maybe a few more random characters too. This character probably will be one of the longest lived ones, but you never know.